Hey friends, this is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demo in Des Moines, Iowa. I do live videos every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
We're so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. So tonight we are going to make a very fun, pretty easy fun fold card, but I think you're going to love it. My sweet friend Janice, she is also a Joy Club member, sent me this for my birthday. And she learned how to do this at one of our stamp camps last year. And it's a sliding, see how that goes? It slides all the way off. Sliding card, and it's super awesome. So, as I often do, if you have a card you want me to make, I looked at that, and we have another stamp camp coming up. It's Celebratory Sips. It's June 27th and 28th. All you do is buy the suite from me, and then you get the stamp camp free. The stamp camp includes 13 card kits and envelopes, so 13 cards and envelopes. I send you the pieces, you use the DSP and everything in the suite. So if you already own this suite, just place an order with me for anything you want. It has to be at least $78.75, so $79, and you'll get that free. Then the day of the stamp camp, we do 13 more cards. It's me and 12 other demonstrators from around the world. And you know, how many times do you buy a suite and then you don't get around to using it? Well, if you buy this suite from me, you're going to have 26, plus everyone shows more ideas, at least 26 ideas, all these cards made. It will become a beloved suite. And you can look at it and say, oh, I don't drink wine, or I don't drink mixed drinks. I hardly drink anything, but I love this suite. It's darling, and I see so many uses for it. What do you think, Steve?
I think it's awesome. I can tell you that you guys have a lot of fun at these stamp camps.
Yes. So we just got done with Lovely is a Garden this last week. It was fun folds and techniques. Everyone loved it. Like, they can't wait to do the next one. Most of the people who did it last weekend have already signed up. Or if you know you're going to sign up, but you're going to order later, just let me know. I'll put you on the list. I want to make sure I cut a card kit for you. But here is the one I did. I was going to call it Rich Razzleberry. I used a Berry Burst card base, and then I used Blackberry Bliss. Can you guys tell how pretty that is?
It's very pretty.
And then look at the ice cubes. Can you see the shine on there?
Wow.
Do you know what that is?
What is that?
I used liquid glue. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to show how to do that at the stamp camp. You can also use Wink Stella for your ice cubes. And these are white embossed. You could also clear emboss them. But I wanted to make sure they showed up. But yeah, isn't that pretty? And of course, mine slides right off also. And then I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, because it could be anything. Cheers to whatever, right? Another difference between Janice's and mine is she has it coming off the side of the card, which I really like. Didn't notice till a few minutes ago. Mine is very accountant-like, all lined up on the card.
On the card, Beth.
Yes, so I'm going to try to put some of these, I don't know what they are, plants. Some of my drink wheat, that sounds bad. Some of my plants are going to go off the edges.
Do you want me to edit that part?
Yeah, edit that back out. Okay. Before we get started, oh, and here's, for the stamp camp, here's a May Day basket I made last week that also, this is the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. You guys, it's so pretty. You're going to want this suite. So get it from me and you'll get all the ideas, tutorials, the whole deal. Okay, let's talk about the catalog shares. I know it may be too late, but email me. I'm ordering, I ordered what would be this morning. We had to record this. Steve's work is getting in the way. So we're recording this Monday afternoon for Tuesday night because he has a meeting again tomorrow night. But this is everything you get from the product shares. I try to do 6 by 12. All of these from here down are 6 by 12 paper. Lots of embellishments, ribbon, also online exclusive. So if you missed out, let me know. I try to do mine very inexpensively. And you also get a surprise gift that I made this time, and they're all made. They are ready to go. So let me know about that by emailing
So,
me.
and to be clear, the people that watch our videos are a high priority for me. I just want you to know that. It's just I have this pesky day job that gets in the way sometimes.
Pesky day job.
So there
Yeah.
you go.
Okay, so in the celebratory sips, you get the Cheers and Sips stamp set and dies. I have a warning for you. I made a ton of cards with this weekend, and unfortunately, these words are pretty tiny. See this little "to us"? It's missing. It is here somewhere. I'm so sad. And then I was missing "Let's Celebrate," and as I was putting things away today, I found it. So
we're going to go on a stamp hunt.
yeah, I might have to borrow someone else's for the stamp camp, or I'm not going to be able to celebrate anything to us. But when I fussy cut, these are fussy cut drinks and bottles out of the Designer Series paper, or any die cuts, I just keep them with the stamp set. For this, with the suite, you also get these embossing folders. It's called Glass and Gardens. I used the glass today. It's hard to see that, isn't it? And here's the garden. This is beautiful. One of my demonstrator friends, I think it was Lorraine, embossed this in gold, and it is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to use that. I've been using the glass one. Excuse me, very fun. And also on this card, I use the perennial postage dies. This one for the Cheers, and the second largest is what I use for the sliding mechanism. Okay. Is there anything else we were going to talk about, Steve?
I think we're jumping into the card, and you got paper, right?
I do have paper.
Thick, basic white cardstock.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this card back together. You can just put one side on, and then you can kind of open it up. I'm going to show you this. It has a piece of white inside for the sliding mechanism, so you can put it back together this way, or you can slide it on. But I'll leave that up in the corner. I really, really like the colors of this one. Do you like that, Steve?
Yeah, I like the darker color. That's
Yeah. This,
gorgeous.
I'll talk about this a little more. The straw, this is Berry Burst, heat embossed in white. These cups were cut out of the Designer Series paper. These embossed white plants are Mossy Meadow. And it doesn't say Mossy Meadow goes with this, but I thought it looked really nice with it. So anyway, that's that card. Here we go for the new one. I'm going to use thick basic white. If I do it as a card base, it's thick. That's really the only time I use the thick. And this one is, did I change it on there? Good, I did. It's 8.5 across. It's 5.5 tall. And then you score at 2 1/8 and 6 3/4. And if it's easier, do 2 1/8 from each side. Use the bone folder, and it's going to fold together perfectly like that. So on this one, I'm not going to decorate the inside, but you can do all kinds of things. I thought about putting a layer of pink and then a layer of white. Then it gets really thick. So you do you on the inside of the card. Next, we're going to do the front flaps. One of my favorite new colors is Strawberry Slush. So I cut 2 of these out, and they are 2 inches across and 5 1/4 up and down. And so I am just going to adhere those to the 2 flaps. And then, hey, my glue worked. We have 2 pieces. The next slide is 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. We have little drinks on the back. I'm going to use these Strawberry Slush bubbles. And these are 1 3/4 by 5 inches. So as I'm gluing those on, do you have anything you want to talk about, Steve?
I always have things I want to talk about. So, you may have heard I got a new pickup truck. Well, it's a new used
Oh, wait.
truck.
Can I tell this story?
No.
Okay.
So, the thing is, we
do
usually...
guys do certain things when they
Yes.
own pickup trucks? What do they do, Steve?
We needed to go get our vegetables that we're going to plant in our garden. And so I said, Beth, I've got a discount at Fleet Farm. And they've got all of their stuff on sale. So let's go out there. So we drove the truck out there. And we're pulling in the parking lot. She goes, look at all the trucks that are here. She goes, this is the place where people with trucks go. I said, yeah, well, there's a lot of people that drive trucks that come here. And so it was kind of like the place to be it's now that I have a pickup truck. And beautiful plants.
And what about the rest of it? He didn't shave all weekend. I'm like, what's this? He's like, dudes with trucks don't shave. I'm like, oh.
That was actually, it was a very intense weekend of trying to get lots of stuff done and just didn't get around to it. And so then, of course, I teased her and said, well, now that I have a truck, I'm not going to shave anymore.
Yeah. So, we've always teased Steve about being Scuba Steve and Cowboy Steve on the, when we went on to the Dude Ranch and all that stuff. So, Redneck Steve is back. He is in full force.
I didn't wear my cowboy boots.
Wear your cowboy hat, which is, there aren't very many cowboy hats in Iowa. Hey, look at these front flaps. Super easy. I did the 1/4 inch normal layer on that, and I like the bubbles. So now I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to do the sliding mechanism. So for the sliding mechanism, you need 2 of these. And again, on the, oops, there they go on the floor. On the perennial postage, second largest die, and I cut out 2 of these lemon lime twist. And as you can see, there is a double layer here for this. There. Now you can see the double layer. One on the front, one on the side. Okay. So the next thing we're going to use is basic white cardstock. 2 of these, and they are 2.5 inches by 4 inches, and then they're scored in the middle at 1 1/4 and folded. So these are my 2 sliding mechanisms. Do you know cardstock has a right side and a wrong side? After you cut the dies, I'm going to put the right side down. Not that it matters.
So you're going to sandwich in the wrong sides.
Yeah. And I'm going to put glue just on one side. And the folded part, see how it's folded, goes toward the center. So I'm going to set this other one on here. And this doesn't have to be perfect. But you're just gluing one side down. And then this other side is going to flip up like that. Now I'm going to glue the other side down. And I'm backing these folded sides back to back on my cardstock. And they should be lined up then. And hopefully straight up and down. That would make the sliding mechanism go easier. Okay. It's hard to see when it's white. This is glued down on both sides. That's just standing up. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put glue all across the top, and we're going to place this and line it up with the other one and let this mechanism dry like that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Last week you caught me on something, so feel free, Steve. If it doesn't make sense,
worry.
just
I'm watching
you're
closely.
waiting to pounce.
I can catch you. I will. You got that going for you.
Yay. So
Just
again,
make sure to have the right side.
I'm going to put the right side up, and I'm going to line them up with these grooves. And then I'm going to sit here and hold it for a minute.
So, our baby James is coming home today.
Yeah. He's been in Seattle. We haven't seen him for like 10 days.
I know. I miss him.
Do we know what time they get here today?
Well, they land
Tonight.
in Omaha at 2:30, and then they're driving back from Omaha. So,
But you were trying to see him tomorrow morning, and
right.
we'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
Okay, so here is strawberry slush. This is 3 inches. You have a slide for this, Steve, by 4 inches. And I ran this through the embossing folder. And I love this, how there's lines on the side. It's just, they've really, Stampin' Up! Has really done a good job with these embossing folders. You know, I would like it just all done in that design, but it just adds interest that there's lines off to the side. So I'm going to put this on the front of the sliding mechanism. Just glue this right on, and then we get the fun part. We
So I
get
have
to
a question.
decorate it.
Is it harder to glue things if they've already been embossed? and
Yes,
They've got ridges
yes.
on them.
You just need to put a little more glue on.
To fill in
Anything
the
that
cracks?
isn't flat, yeah, it's going to take a little more to emboss it. Okay, I should have asked this question sooner. Okay, here's all my pieces. They're all stamped and cut out. Come on, pieces, come out of there. So here's my question. My big glass is going to be this. And then I was debating, is the little glass, the dark red, I didn't know if it blended in too much with the strawberry slush, or if it's better to do this one that has some orange on it. I don't know if you can tell in the cameras.
I'm coming over.
You're coming over.
Okay. What's the other one?
So this one is kind of pink and orange, and that one's more of a red.
I kind of like this one because
The
it's
red.
dark enough that
That you can see it. I didn't know if the
it's dark
other
enough.
part kind of, okay. So we'll use that one. Tell me in the comments, though, what you think. Was Steve right on this? Actually, they voted against you during the stamp
It's
camp.
kind of a tradition
Yeah.
that everybody
Well-
votes against me when I make a suggestion.
I feel like they vote for you. During the stamp camp, though, they went with me.
I
So-
think the basic assumption is that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to stamping.
Why would
so
that
it's kind
be,
of a
Steve?
good bet to
You
bet
know-
against me or to disagree with my suggestion. So
Okay, so Cheers is in the same stamp set. I stamped it in strawberry slush, and then I cut it out with this smallest die from Perennial Postage. And I'm going to put this on up in the corner just so I make sure there's room for it. Again, on Janice's, they were hanging off, but I can't let the sentiment hang off. I'm going to let, I think maybe this leaf, possibly, although it's kind of going the other way. Maybe it should be in here. Look at that. Then it could go off. That's what we'll do. Okay, so we are going to glue the cups on and then the leaves. Again, these were die cut with the dies from this set. I cut this cup and this tall glass, and I used, these were actually done on the DSP, and then I stamped the ice cubes. And you could pop this up, but with the sliding mechanism, this card is getting pretty tall. So I am going to not pop it up any further than it already is. And this little, I don't know what all the little plants and things are. I should figure that out. Let me know if you know. And I left room.
I don't think we want to call them drink weeds.
Why did you bring it up again then?
'Cause it's funny.
Who knows? You never know what I'm gonna say. All kinds of crazy things. Well, I'm busy pulling weeds outside, so.
Any that look like this?
Some of my herbs look like this. What did you call the sage yesterday? He's like, this, you called it something else.
Basil?
I don't even think you called it an herb. You're like this thing. Okay, when you let them hang off, though, you can't put glue on them. here I am taking the glue off the top of this that's going to hang over the edge. There, it's hanging over a little bit. And then we have this little straw. I didn't leave much room for that, did I? We'll move that over a little bit. I have to be very gentle with my, or I should get out the fine tip glue.
Reminds me of your conversations with James as he's touching the flowers on the table.
What do I tell him when he does it?
Gentle.
Gentle with the flowers. I have a little Isabel bloom. You might not know what that is. In the Quad Cities, or in Davenport, Iowa. It's a thing. We had an artist. And so it's made out of cement, but it has daisies on it. It's pretty. And then I have silk flowers in there, and it's fine. If he tears it apart, it's no big deal. But I'm trying to teach him not to. So I'm like, gentle, and I let him touch it. Gentle, gentle. Yeah, sometimes we need to be gentle.
It's actually, 13 months, he's kind of in the destroyer mode. He's really good at tearing things apart.
Okay, so if you got my shares, these holographic resin dots, holographic, doesn't that mean it picks up the color around it and shows? Is that what a holographic means?
Yeah, it actually is like 3-dimensional.
Okay, well these are definitely 3-dimensional, but I think they pick up the color. And there's also this strawberry and pink embellishments, and that's what I used on this first card, the strawberry and pink. I really, really like those. And these holographic, I'm going to use that one today. It should pick up the colors of what we put it on. I think that's how it works anyway. So we're going to put a couple, it's almost like more bubbles in our drink. And I'm going to use a bigger one too. Okay, so either one of those, either the strawberry and pink embellishments or the holographic ones, I think are nice for this. And then, by the way, if you are watching this, to do the sliding mechanism, one thing you can do is you can just put one side in. And then you can put the other side in. Or you can slide it. Look at that, you guys. Isn't this darling? I just love this. Janice, thank you for sending me that card. So again, this card is Berry Burst and Blackberry Bliss. Super cute. And this one is done on basic white with lemon lime twist and strawberry slush. So do you like card number 1 or card number 2? Let me know in the comments, and I will pick a winner from all the comments on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, please go to Stamping Mom over on YouTube and leave a comment. And that's how we will pick the prize patrol for this week. I want to show you one more quick thing. My dear friend Jean and her daughter Allison, actually her daughter Allison did this, gave this to me for my birthday. It's a 3D printed thing for Stampin' Up! Blocks. Isn't this so cute? You guys, I had to wash all my blocks to make them shiny and worthy. They are all
being
clean.
A new holder?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
This is my favorite birthday present I got this year. It's lovely. And look, she made it in pink, purple, and turquoise. And who doesn't love pink, purple, and turquoise? Those are my colors for my Stamping Mom channel and my favorite colors. But anyway, Allison, thank you so much. She is such a sweetheart. I've known her since she was born. And she stamps and does paper pumpkins. And sometimes she comes over and helps me with things. She is very sweet. So you guys, celebratory sips, sign up for the Stamp Camp just by placing the order $78.75 or more. If you have any questions, if you want to share, still don't go on my blog and buy it. Please email me. In fact, I might need to take it off my blog just so I don't get, you know what I mean? If I have full shares and then one more person.
You're talking about your shares now.
Yeah, is that what I said?
Yeah, you were talking about your stamp camp.
I talked about my stamp camp, and then I went right into my shares. Maybe you missed it.
I did.
But yes, everyone can order for the stamp camp. For the shares, email me first and make sure that I still have one available. But vote for 1 or 2, and it's kind of unfair to 2. 2 is super cute, you guys. It just doesn't show up on camera as much. But I hope you all have a blessed week. Please bring your friends. Come back next week. Like and subscribe to my channel. And we sure appreciate it, don't we, Steve?
We too.
Yeah. Have a great week. Go out and plant something this week. It's time.